I don't know, anything can spark an idea. Like when I did 386 shit, I was actually I got the song from my producer, Cuzzo, Jeff Richards, and I didn't know what I was gonna do to it. Then one of my homeboys got popped. He got killed back home. I was talking to one of my good friends. Shout out to Trey 86. I just, we were talking on the phone. We was talking about how how our homeboy was, dead, and literally, I believe either he or I said, "Man, that's that 386 shit," and I was like, "Yep, that is. Let me call you back." And I went straight into, straight into my little space, and I wrote the song because it's just that whole situation that was going on. It was something that wasn't talked about really from our city, from Daytona Beach, 386. Okay, so talk about what all went into the creativeness behind the music video. So Coupe Films, shout out to Coupe Films. My brother, Playboy J, he's a dope artist, super dope artist. If y'all haven't listened to him, look him up. But Coupe Films is his company. I told him, I was like, "Hey man, it's my first music video. I want you to do it for me. Let's, write a little plan or a little, story around it." And I told him, I was like, "Really, I just want to get some shots of the city, shots at, me being me, like struggling, trying to get on, you know what I mean? Like waking up in the morning, working hard, because I mean that's what people do in Daytona today. It's hard work. It's like people party, people do their little street shit, but it's really we just trying to make it. You know what I mean? Like in anything that we do, we got a lot of gems in Daytona. A lot of gems. Can you talk about your song, your most recent song that you dropped the video for, which was "Why Do We Exist"? Yeah, "Why Do We Exist." That song came about. It's actually an old song. That song came about when my great uncle passed. I had found him dead. I've seen dead bodies before. People that I knew have died before, but not somebody that I cared about. Like he was like my first father figure. You know what I mean? So I was just like, I was hurt. I was super hurt. Like I just didn't even understand how somebody could die like that. Like when I found him, I'm not trying to be like sad or anything, but like when I found him, he had been dead for a couple of days. I had just got back from Atlanta, and I told my grandma, I was like, "Hey grandma, let's bring Uncle Steve a pie. I want to see Uncle Steve. Let's bring him a sweet potato pie." Grandma was like, "All right, no problem." So it was my grandma, my little brother, and my great grandmother. We all went there, and we were knocking on the door. Nobody was answering. So we were like, let's call him. Called him. I heard his phone ring in there. So I was like, okay, something's up. A person walked by that lived there. It was like, "Hey, have you seen Steven Pierce?" They're like, "Nah, Then I kind of tried to push on the door to see if I can get it open. When I pushed on the door, I could smell the death, like that odor, that bad odor. So I had my grandma and my great grandmother and my brother go sit down. My brother stayed there. I told him what was going on, and we called 911. We got there, and that was the first time I had seen a dead, discolored body, and it was just just to be real, it traumatized me. At that point, I was 21, 22. Never seen anything like that, and I was like, yeah, nah. How can somebody that was so nice, so cool, so didn't have a problem with nobody? He just told you the truth. That's the only way you was gonna have a problem with him, if he told you the truth on how you felt. But that happened that night. I went to the studio, and the first take the demo of it, I was literally crying while I was singing. So, you know, I wrote that, and it was just a question. Like, I had some things that I wanted to ask God. I was like, you know, there's got to be more than killing in war. You know what I mean? Like, there's people dying every day. You're not even safe where you stay. You think about it, you know, we're fortunate enough to live in like pretty good neighborhoods, but like people out there where they stand, they ain't got no problem with nobody. You know what I mean? Somebody can be shooting, somebody can get whacked.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like from a stray bullet.
Just playing at the park.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's, and I seen a lot of that type of stuff growing up. Heard a lot about it. I won't say I saw it, but I heard a lot about it, seeing it on the news and being in the neighborhoods and stuff like that, and knowing friends. So like, I was like, nah, like I gotta ask you. What better way to ask you than to ask you over a song? So other people that I know probably feeling the same way, they're scared to ask because I was taught that, hey, you don't question God.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. But I was like, hey, like, all due respect, Lord, I need some answers because, you know what I mean? Like, why? You know what I mean? So that's how that was.
Did you ever get those answers? Maybe signs or dreams or just actions, or you just maturing and the older you got?
Yeah. I remember we were at the funeral, and my great grandmother, strongest lady alive, she like 96, 97 right now, that I know. She's strong backbone of our family. I was crying. Like, not boohoo crying, but like crying, like trying to like keep cool. And she looked at me and she was, yeah, you know what I mean? She was like, boy, why you crying? And I ain't say nothing because I didn't want to get slapped. But I was like, you know what I mean? She was like, why you crying? She was like, one thing you got to know is when you come in this world, you are on a journey out of this world.
Facts.
It was just his time. You know? Suck it up. That's how it is.
That's tough.
You know what I mean?
Real.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And I was like, man, you're right. You know, the moment you're in this world, you're here to be taken out. You're here for a purpose. And to me, that purpose of him, to me at least, was to be like somebody that kept a level head on me. Whenever I was bad growing up, like going to Palaca, or him coming to Daytona to the house or something like that, if I was bad, he would save me from getting a whooping while he was there. He would take me outside and be like, you can't act like that. You know, you gotta, you know, be respectful, you know, whatever. I remember he used to always tell me I broke his record in getting whoopings. My dad was around. I got like, I want to say 9 whoopings in a matter of 3 hours.
Damn.
So he told me I broke the record. Like,
did you cry?
Oh, I was too young to even remember. He said I was like only like 2, maybe not even 2.
So he might have been light.
Yeah, light.
Just been a little quick tap.
Well, no. He said that my dad. Yeah, my dad was definitely tearing it up. He said he felt bad for me. So you know.
But how difficult was that? Obviously, to get to that point where you want to be honest, you want to be vulnerable, you want to express yourself, you want to be real. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, be authentic to who you are and make the song as good as it can be as well.
It was, to be honest with you, it was difficult because I had already had the song recorded, like the demo version of it, and I was like, I want to put it out, but then what if people don't receive it the way I want them to receive it?
Yeah.
But then I thought about it. I was like, whether they receive it how I want them to receive it or not, they're still receiving it. And I know it's people.
And it could help someone.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I know it's people out there to feel that same way. So, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta put it out there. So I put it out. You know, I was like, hey, you know, this is my... Because I'm one of them people that, like, I believe in in God. Do I go to church every Sunday? Nope. Do I read the Bible as much as I should? Nope. Do I pray a lot? Yep. Do I talk to him a lot? Yep. And I know it's a lot of people out there just like that now. You know what I mean? So I was like, let me put this song out, and hopefully the questions that I'm asking in this song and the feelings I have in this song, hopefully somebody else feels that. Even if it's one person. If I can change one person's life or I can inspire one person from saying that, then I've done my job.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like,
I definitely agree.
Yeah, like that's just what it is. Like, I want people to like my music, but with that song, it wasn't, hey, like my music. It's
that
like, hey, yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I'm putting this out because I want to put this out. Like, this is for me. This ain't for you. You know what I mean? Like, this ain't for this person. This is for me. If y'all get a message from that, I appreciate that, and I'm happy. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's for me. I gotta express myself.